Hello everybody, my name is Pravus, and welcome back to more Imperator of the Bronze Age, playing as Babylon. No one else for me to gobble up right now, except for our big rival to the south, Uruk, the Sumerians down over here. Definitely going to be a bit of a challenge. One thing we could consider doing is maybe changing up the integration rights of Sumerian preemptively before we eat Uruk, if we can eat Uruk, so that they can actually become citizens and integrate them as a culture. Highly tempting, actually. Similar things could be said about maybe the Gudians up over here, but meh. And then there's the Syrians up to the north, but I think they're a part of my culture group already, so it's not like that's a big deal. I am curious if there's anyone we could get an alliance with. Susan is apparently planning my demise, so that's not going to be an option. And you... What? Pardon me? What? I missed something here. Deru has been handed off to me as their client state. I own Deru. What? Well, thank you, Shashram. I guess you didn't decide to screw me over in that war. You gave me a whole client state. Well then, that's interesting. Huh. Did not see that happening. Okay, let's go ahead and prove opinion with them as well. Since we're already in the appeasing stance, it's slightly cheaper, we might as well do that. Huh. You know, I thought I would have maybe received a pop-up about that or something. That would have been nice, but no. Acer, no. I'm just looking to see, is there like literally anybody that would be interested in an alliance with me in order to protect them? Sure, but it's not like is very strong anyway, so do we care? A minor addendum to an often referenced law. We can get some more stability at the cost of even more political influence. All right. No, I mean, like, really, though, we need stability. It's a thing. It is going to be necessary. Finishing up some provincial investments in Babylon so we get some extra trade routes. Well, we should anyway, in just a moment. There we go, I think. Maybe? I did the provincial investments, and it's acting as if I didn't get an extra import route. What did I miss? Somehow I lost out on my business investments. Well, that doesn't seem very nice. There it is. Just took a while to get through, that's all. Processing, that's all it is. It's just processing, it's fine. Okay, well. I think I'm tempted to go for some vegetables, because it might be time for me to start moving slaves around a lot. I don't remember, though. In order to move slaves... What does it cost me? Just money. It doesn't cost me any influence. So we could reduce the cost by a little bit. Save myself like 1 gold every time we move some pops around. Honestly, I don't know. It's nice if you're gonna be doing a lot of mass migration of your population, but otherwise, does it matter that much? Probably not. Let's go ahead and get the leather for the skirmisher defense again. I might as well do that and get the bonus. Could always cancel out something later if I so desire. At the moment, I do not. 60 out of 83 pops in Babylon. The city has grown a fair bit up to this point. And as far as, like, demographics and stuff, it's pretty much almost entirely of the correct culture and stuff still. I'm really not worried about any of it. What else could we do here, then? I mean, I guess we could go ahead and just build the workshop for the sake of the civilization value and stuff, at least a little bit. A port could be a thing. Migration? Yeah, we can encourage people to migrate into Babylon. City infrastructure. It's not like I need extra population capacity, but I mean, it is a thing we could do. Foundry for slave output, yeah. What's better in this case? Base resource production or slave output? Granaries wouldn't be a bad idea. We could build one of these up. Does give me a lot of provincial food and stuff, but most importantly, it also gives me a pretty huge boost in local civilization. We'll go ahead and build one of those up in Babylon, sure. More prosperity? Yeah, Babylon, keep giving me more money. Whoever's leading you is just losing popularity right and left, but I don't even care, dude. Alright, aggressive expansion is ticking down a fair bit. That's good. I would love to see Uruk get into a war against Susan. If they did that, I would happily declare on them right now. As things stand at the moment, probably not the best. I wish I could get some legions together. If I could get legions where I can start manually putting together my own groupings of troops, you know, lots of heavy infantry and stuff, that would be pretty helpful to me. Sure, I guess we'll get some free characters, why not? Oh, we'll get some even more free characters, thank you. Don't know what happened in Urkesh. Hello, Hit, you appear to be independent. Well, I don't know how long that's gonna last. It's a shame that I lack any political influence, because I would happily come in here and kill you. Looks like you broke free from Mari. Don't know how long that's gonna last, but 60 pops is 60 pops. If I can get myself up some political influence, maybe we go take them on. Although, that said, it looks like they may already be dying because this is getting unsieged, which means they're probably gonna get eaten, so it would just be a waste of political power. Never mind. Never mind, it's probably not worth it. More omens? I don't suppose there's anyone we could get that would reduce my aggressive expansion a lot faster. Maybe. Diplomatic relations, no. I apparently have this. Yeah, I own a holy site. We could do this. Is that better than having the ability to get some extra popularity at a moment's notice? Probably. This monthly stability change goes up by 0.03. That doesn't feel like it's very strong, to be honest. Disability change, reinforcement, pop assimilation speed, political influence, maybe. I don't know if there's anybody that will help me with what I want. It doesn't look like it. Nothing is going to help me burn down aggressive expansion faster. That's unfortunate because in the base game, obviously, if you're playing as Rome or some of the Hellenic religions, you can actually burn that down pretty quick. It's nice. As it is, I think, yeah, we just have to keep going for the citizen happiness. Oh, by the way, I figured out how you get tech points down over here, right? There's actually a little thing right up here. Civilization technology points, we gain 2. Whenever all 4 of our technologies progress a level. So once all of these get up to level 4, I will gain 2 tech points. That's important for a few reasons, because, for example, down here in law, it says it's for loyalty and citizen happiness, which is good, right? Okay, true. But, if you want to get legions, we can take a look at laws over here with, let's say, military service needs law 1 to get better levy size multipliers. Law 2 is what's going to get you legions and stuff. So you actually do want all of that. Also, I'm apparently no longer importing some stuff like stone and olives. Okay, well, we can fix that with just trading with literally anybody else. I lost a trade route. Did some pops migrate? Possibly. I thought I had more slaves than this. Only 13? Their unhappiness is very, very low right now, apparently. My happiness for my other pops is pretty darn good, but... yeah, there's the import route. It's very slow to recalculate for some reason. I can't say that I understand why that's the case, but alright. So that'll take care of at least a little bit of slave happiness. I mean, slaves are never gonna be happy. That's just kind of a thing you can assume, but yeah. Bountiful harvest. The people should rejoice, or I can get a frick ton of money. I think I'll take the frick ton of money because this makes it a lot easier for me to possibly get myself a wonder. If I so wanted. We're almost there in terms of cash. I haven't decided on any bonuses yet, though. Does it change the cost as far as like what it looks like? No, only material. I could build it out of things like gold, because I have the materials for it. It costs obviously a lot more, but it starts at tier 2 if you do things like that. So we'd be able to jump up a little bit in terms of raw power. I mean, it's pretty nice. That said, I don't know. Pretty expensive, too. Ebony, copper. Copper's a bit cheaper, but it says you have to import base metals. I thought I was importing base metals. Apparently not. Precious metals you could do as well with silver. Yeah. But spend a little bit more and you can start at tier 2. I mean... it's pretty good. Let's see. Step tower, square lighthouse. I'm just kind of seeing what it would look like. What I want it to look like here. Celtic walls? That doesn't seem right. Circular base. Oh, this looks pretty good. I like the look of it. If I made this whole thing out of gold, by the way, it would cost a load of money. And don't forget for a second, by the way, that it'll take a very, 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 very long time to build. So there is that. I am tempted to say that we should build the base and stuff out of gold just to start at tier 2. It's just a lot of money to waste, you know? We should be improving more cities and stuff. Scandalous Dominus. Lose some cash. Every member of a family gets unhappy. Popularity goes down for somebody under investigation. I mean, I like political influence, but I don't think it's worth losing that much loyalty. That could create some serious instability in the kingdom. And I'm not very eager to deal with that. Trial developments, all right? So we gain popularity, they lose popularity and prestige. Their family loses prestige. All right, we'll do that. I'm not even reading to see what's happening with it right now. Sumerian power of Uruk has made a claim, so they can attack me at any time now. Okay. Well, let's be prepared for that possibility, because that's going to be a load of fun. I could bring in everyone except for my big ally. My vassals would join. Why would you not join? That's the real question. Too far away, I'm guessing? War balance. War balance? Oh, wow. You think they are so strong that I would get crushed. I don't know how you've come to that conclusion. I got more than they do. Between my vassals, so we outnumber his vassals, and between our pops, we're relatively even. With your help, the balance would totally be on our side. Well, let's be ready for the possibility that we're going to get attacked at pretty much any time now. It could very, very, very well happen. Is there a way I can use the macro builder to decide what I want to build for our plantations and stuff, by the way? I'm trying to remember if the macro builder does include any information as like, this will produce another good. Slaves needed for local surplus, -7. 13 goes down to -6. Construct city buildings. Those are city buildings, I don't care about that. And these are strategic resources. Some of this stuff is useful, and sometimes it's not. I'm trying to remember, like, if we were to build, none of these just outright, like, give you extra tax and stuff. The only thing really worth building would be mines and plantations. Nothing else here is actually that important or useful. I suppose we could increase the output of tribesmen and stuff, but, like, meh? Huh. Just trying to see if there's anything I'm missing that would just outright tell me. It says total income down there in the results. Like, we could use this to sort through over here, for example, plus 0.1 in these areas. So, like here, for example, how many slaves we got here? 5? Okay, but 13 is what gets me the next one. And then if we were to build a plantation, reduces the number by 6. Yeah, so we would need 7. So I don't see how that actually gets me much of anything. I just need the macro builder to actually show, specifically, here's where you would gain an extra trade good. Alright, those things would be helpful. And also, it says you can sort by total income, but it appears to be an absolute lie. Also, why would I care about citizen output? That doesn't tell me anything. So yeah, that's always just been a little bit weird to me. The macro builder is not... It's got the right idea. It was actually really helpful back in the day when you had, It's helpful back in the day when you had to build legions rapidly and stuff, but nowadays, not as exciting as it used to be. Here we could get some grain. These are cities. I think we mostly are just agriculturally based, though. Like, are there any local trade goods that would really make a huge difference to me? And the answer, I think, is no. Yeah, no. looking. Just looking. Yeah, no, I don't know. Alright, never mind. Yeah, I would like to see more added into that someday in the future. That would be nice. That'd be very nice. Stability is stable, given that it's stability, but still not good. Still reducing happiness by quite a bit. Population unhappiness minus 20% does kind of add up eventually. If you're never going to help me with wars, I'm highly tempted to abandon our alliance and kill you, just so you know. Once you no longer are practical or useful to me, you're ready to die. That's just kind of how it goes. You don't need to throw a cow over it, it's just kind of the reality. Great Wonder Construction. See, this guy needs to be in charge, eventually, of building up some wonders. Puanam Ahmed. This guy would be pretty good. Reduces the amount of time to build something by a lot. 7,000 days is still a lot of days, though. Untiring Devotion. Gain stability. Thank you. I take what little bit I can get. Babylon has finished building up a granary. Looks like our maximum civilization value has gone up to potentially 70. We're at 62 right now, which is getting me an extra bunch of happiness for a lot of people, except for tribesmen. Tribesmen are the only ones who don't like it, but the population output plus 62% is pretty nice. Basically, every 1% of civilization value you can get is another 1% of population. So when you see, in a place, you can boost your civilization value by 10, well, that means potentially, eventually, a 10% boost to your population. That's pretty good, right? I would think. Looks like, by the way, our population is actually promoting surprisingly quickly. No longer importing stone. I'll fix that in a little bit. We are assimilating slaves relatively quickly. Demotion. Looks like some nobles are demoting down to citizens. But, yeah, our slaves are actually promoting rather quickly. Every month, 32.96 is gained? That can't be quite right. It is! Holy crap, we're promoting slaves, like, fast! Jeezums! Wasn't expecting that, so yeah, we're gonna be able to get slaves out the wazoo. If we want to keep any slaves, now's the time to build things like a workshop to try and keep some. Should be told, I'm not sure I care. I'm not sure it's worth it to me. Huh. That is interesting, though, isn't it? Yeah, we promote our slaves really, really quickly. And I'm sure that means that some slaves are migrating out of the region back into the capital, and as a result, they're getting promoted. I mean, that's fine. Like, I really do want to get my slaves promoted into citizens and freemen and stuff as fast as possible, but that's interesting, ain't it? We need to go for some extra colonization. I guess I'll go ahead and do that here. We might as well do that somewhere over here as well, I guess. Spend some manpower, colonize what little bit we can. Bring some population to 1261. Veterans move on. I think we're going to get some more manpower once again. Also a bit more local tax. How are the provinces looking as far as loyalty? Not the best here in Malgam and Uaru. They're not good. Why? Governor corruption. It's going down by a lot. Okay, so we got some serious unhappiness here. Let's take a look at culture. So the issue we're having now is we do not have any meaningful cultural assimilation in these areas. We could fix some stuff by building what? Provincial legation does get pop migration speed and also some assimilation, but that won't do me a ton of good. This region is mostly not controlled by me. That's part of the problem. But over here, for example, no, it's still mostly South Akkadian. I think part of the problem is I don't control the cities, and the result is it's a little bit harder for me to build the stuff that I would need in order to actually convert them to my civilization. So we're having some issues with this. That is interesting, though, isn't it? Can't start the integration of them. When can I start the integration of Akkad? We need to have 190 opinions. It's going to be a little while still. We're trying to improve those relations, but it just ain't doing anything. Unfit overlord? How dare you say that to my face? Yeah, Wururu is becoming a disloyal province. So what I can do here is swap you around to harsh treatment. That's a bit of a problem as far as output, but it'll increase loyalty by a fair bit. We're gonna do that. Doesn't do enough, though. It really doesn't. Wow, that's a lot more political influence. But that's also a lot of stability lost. I think I need the stability instead. This province that I just took over with slaves is my issue. Tell you what, we're gonna be moving you slaves elsewhere so that we can disperse you a little bit. Warham, I can't move out of Warham. Why? Because it's disloyal. Gosh dang it, you can't get rid of them. Huh. Highly awkward. So we may have some rebellion issues over here at some point. I could try to extend, let's say, Gudian as an integrated culture, and that could help. But yeah, once province loyalty reaches 0, they may attempt to rebel. I think it just sort of is what it is at the moment. My research efficiency has boosted up quite a bit, by the way. We're now up to almost 50%, which is fantastic. Again, as soon as I get some of these, we're going to see some big changes, I think. Plus, we'll get a lot more innovations, which I like. So over here, do we want to go ahead and start the construction of a Grand Wonder? I kind of want to just for the sake of it. Because, like, how often do I get freaking wonders, dude? You're not in charge anymore? Oh, right, we have to choose our benefits. What do we want? Well, I like the idea of getting the extra import routes from my capital province, so we'll do that. Civilization value could be good. I think local research points for science. And then what else? Citizen output could be nice. Control range modifier, diplomatic range, integration speed, tributes, manpower, supplies, no, legions, no. Anything that boosts up my army by a lot? Army morale recovery plus 4% can be okay. Unintegrated culture group happiness of 2% doesn't feel like it's a lot. We could go for the retaliation procedures, and that would make my army a little bit better, but not by a ton. Cohort starting experience is okay. Out of the bunch, I think I'd rather just make this into an economic powerhouse and say maybe we should just go for the raw citizens. However, by choosing some of these, we've apparently made it more expensive. We could reduce the starting tier power. South Akkadian citizens move. We get some opinion from Shosharam, which is my ally. Yeah, I don't want to lose any citizens. We could gain some tyranny. I could lose some money. And then people will want to come here. We lose some happiness, get some tax. I think I'd just rather take the tyranny. So it's going to be a while longer before I can get the next wonder, you're saying? I don't know if it's worth starting at level 2. I assume that these can upgrade to level, from level 1 to level 2 eventually, right? Do you have to start at tier 2? Surely not. Whatever. We'll wait for a little bit longer. Wuru's gonna be an issue. There's really just nothing I can do. I should not have colonized here, it turns out. That's been kind of part of what created the problem. Little did I know, right? Uruk, what are you up to? Still not at war with anybody. You have gained a lot of pops. You ate Gosh, dang you. The longer this goes on, the worse this is gonna get. Susan is no longer plotting my demise. Competing power. Yeah, duly noted. Get alliances up here, but they won't help me much. Assyria has formed? Ooh, look at them. Big Assyria, scarier than Babylon. If we can kill Uruk, I will start running away with the game, but it all comes down to this fight, and I'm not feeling it. I'm just not. Until they get into a big war of their own, what am I gonna do? That said, there's a good chance that he will attack me at any point. So we need to be ready for that possibility. Where's your capital? It's way down here, right? Can I see, like, the Atlas map mode? Oh, here's some of the roads and other trade routes and stuff and where they're going right now. Oh, cool. Look at all the little stars. Oh, I like it. It's cool. Check that out. Anyway. Sometimes the map mode can be a little bit awkward to figure out. Like, I can see in my territory where all my provincial capitals are. I can't see all of his. This is the city of Uruk, so this must be your capital. So it's down here. What's the fastest way we could get to you? Go down this way? Yeah, we could go down this way and we could try to rush down your capital. Take down these larger provincial capitals, right? This one has a fort, but this one doesn't. Then we can take the city. Take these. All of a sudden, we're looking at a lot of war score. You just have to win the first round of fights. I've got money. We could buy 4,000 mercs with pretty good martial skill. I think we go ahead and hire you. And yes, it'll cost me money, but I'm going to go ahead and take you on. And we're going to go ahead and start getting some manpower, morale with you. We could hire some more mercs. You have heavy axemen. Yep. I think we go ahead and take on some more mercs this way. Look, if there's anything I've got, forget the wonder for a minute. If there's anything I've got, it's money. I got cash, dude. Cash I got. Any other mercs that I can see besides that one group way up there? No. So I could hire this last little group as well with some chariots. I guess I might as well at this point. Okay, so I'm going to take on all these mercs. And what I think I've just done is bought myself effectively another 12,000 men. Well, no, sorry, 8,000. That's not quite right. It's not rounding up properly. We'll say about 8,000, 9,000 men. That could make a difference as they get their morale up. Oh, dysentery's gone again. Man, it turns out dysentery really isn't that deadly. Did you know? Minor addendum, get some more stability. Yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, so another 8,000 men or so could make a big difference as I then raise up my levies. And if we can use them to help ward off some larger groups, maybe siege down Sipar or something like that while my main armies get down and run for Uruk, get the capital sieged. Even if we don't get everything, hopefully then we can start picking away at him a little bit. Eat the rest of Kish, take away Sipar, work our way down over here, start denying him some territory. Maybe encourage Susan to attack him as well. But he's definitely stronger than I am right now, so we had to have the mercs. I just don't see any other way around it. Okay. No, this could work, I think. I think there's a chance that this works. I think instead of citizen happiness, we're going to go for discipline. And I'm going to go ahead and raise up the levies. We're going to start getting our armies together with the anticipation that we're going to need all of them. You guys will travel as another group down off this direction. Let's start getting our armies together and get ready, because we have to attack at some point, right? If I don't attack Uruk, I'm never going to be able to progress. We're going to have the aggressive expansion reduced down to at least a reasonable amount. We're going to increase it to an absolute frick ton in a bit. I'm kind of thinking we're going to change our stance away from appeasing and become bellicose. Reduces the impact of the aggressive expansion, also reduces war score costs, so I might be able to take a bit more. Domineering would let me integrate a lot faster, but we'll worry about that another time. Yeah, we're going to swap over to a bellicose stance, because I am getting ready for war. And I think with you, what we do is we split the army in half, so that some of you guys are not traveling together. So we have a few stacks of either 8 or 9-ish, all working together to go for some major war targets. As long as he can't jump on me with like 30,000 men, I think we have a good chance of this. All right. All right. We have to be careful because I think we're going to start running out of food in this region as we keep our troops here, but still. Yeah, so we're going to end here. I think next week, next video, what we do is we go ahead and attack Uruk. Say screw it. It's time for you to die. Yeah, I know. War superiority, blah, blah, blah. All I have to do is attack your vassal of Sipar, and you'll join, and you're going to take over the, you're going to take over as the war leader, so we'll bring you in. Ooh, I can call him my ally too. Even better. Okay. Okay, now that I've raised up troops and hired mercs, you think that the balance is in our favor. Okay, that changes things. Now we absolutely can beat Uruk. And out of that, I will take a stinking load of money. We'll finally build a wonder as a monument to my victory. And once we've taken over Uruk, the rest of this region is definitely going to be mine. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I'm going to ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.